Hello and welcome to Zootastic. I'm Mark and I'm absolutely thrilled to take you on another journey into the fascinating world of our amazing animal residents today. And today we're diving into a world of vibrant colors, hidden dangers, and incredible parental dedication right here at the Allwetterzoo Muenster in Germany. Hold on tight, it's going to be tiny, it's going to be striking, and definitely a master of chemical defense. And we're talking about the Phantasmal poison frog. Yep, you heard that right, the Phantasmal poison frog. And its name sounds like something out of a magical story, and in many ways, it's a truly enchanting creature. But what exactly makes this tiny frog so unique and its colors so dangerously beautiful? So let's take a closer look. The Phantasmal poison frog, scientifically known as Epipetobates antonii, is a truly captivating amphibian despite its small size, and it belongs to the family of poison dart frogs, renowned for their striking coloration and potent toxins. Its name is fitting because its vivid patterns seem almost otherworldly. It typically sports a brilliant reddish, orange or scarlet body, often adorned with bold contrasting stripes of yellow, cream or greenish-yellow running down its back. And these colors aren't just for show, they serve as a clear warning signal in nature. It's a phenomenon called aposematism, a warning coloration that tells potential predators, beware, I'm toxic. Isn't it ingenious how nature develops such sophisticated protective mechanisms? These fascinating amphibians are native to the tropical rainforests of South America, and more specifically, you'll find them in a relatively small region within the humid Andean foothills of Ecuador and Peru. And they prefer damp, shaded areas on the forest floor, typically near small streams and water bodies. There, they forage for food and seek refuge under leaves and fallen logs. Imagine them hopping around amidst the lush vegetation, tiny, luminous dots in the vibrant green of the jungle. But how do these little frogs live, and what makes them so famous? This is one of the most fascinating characteristics of the Phantasmal poison frog. They are diurnal, which is rather unusual for frogs. This is because their bright warning coloration is only effective during the day when predators can see them. And yes, they are toxic. Their skin secretes potent alkaloid. Is it alkaloid or alkaloids? Someone can help me with that. I'm quite sure, which deter predators. And interestingly, these frogs don't produce the toxins themselves. They acquire them through their diet, primarily found certain mites and ants they consume in their natural habitats. And this also means that Phantasmal poison frogs bred in zoos, receiving a different diet, are generally not toxic. And that's an important point for us here, ensuring that the zoo can keep the visitors and the keepers safe. The toxicity of these frogs is significant. A single frog can contain enough toxins to be lethal to small animals and seriously harm larger creatures. Indigenous communities in some regions of South America traditionally use similar frog toxins for blow darts, hence the term poison dart frogs. And isn't that incredibly clever and efficient? And a truly super interesting fact about the Phantasmal poison frog is their reproduction and parental care. The males are remarkably dedicated parents. They call loudly to attract females, and after the eggs are laid in moist, secluded spots on the forest floor, often under leaves or within bromeliads, the males diligently guard them. And once the tadpoles hatch, the males carry them on their backs, often individually, to small pools of water, such as those found in the leaf axils of plants or tiny puddles. And there, the tadpoles develop into miniature frogs. And this intensive parental care instinct is not common among amphibians and highlights their advanced level of social organization and reproduction. It's truly fascinating to observe how committed these frog fathers are. Unfortunately, the Phantasmal poison frog is also an example of threatened species. Its habitat is severely endangered by deforestation, agriculture, and environmental pollution in its native range. The illegal trade in these brightly colored frogs also contributes to their decline. It is classified as vulnerable by the IUCN, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, which means its survival in the wild is seriously at risk. And zoological gardens like the Allwetterzoo Muenster play a crucial role in the conservation of this species, and they participate in international breeding programs like the EEP for these amphibians to establish and maintain a healthy reserve population outside their natural habitat. Every phantasmal poison frog in the zoo is a valuable ambassador for its wild counterparts and helps raise awareness of their critical situation. So it's everyone's mission to introduce you to these wonderful yet endangered animals. And what do these tiny toxic frogs actually eat? I mean, I gave you a hint already. The phantasmal poison frog is an insectivore, and its diet consists mainly of small insects and other invertebrates that they find in the rainforest. And this, of course, includes ants, mites, small flies, spiders, and beetles. And interestingly, it's often the tiny prey items that contain the alkaloids responsible for their toxicity. At the Allwetterzoo Muenster, the phantasmal poison frogs naturally receive a diet specifically tailored to their needs, consisting of small flies, springtails, and other cultured insects. And this not only keeps them healthy, but also ensures that they are not toxic and remain safe for the keepers and visitors. They are, truly specialized hunters within their micro-ecosystem. Another fascinating characteristic of the phantasmal poison frog is their skin respiration. Like many amphibians, they can absorb a portion of their oxygen needs through their skin. And this is why it's so crucial for their environment to be extremely humid and for their skin to remain constantly hydrated. It's really good for the frogs. It was a little worse for filming, that's why the video quality is the best I could do. But they deserve to have their perfect environment, and so it's good enough for us to watch and to take some steps back for us, so to speak, so they have the perfect environment. And the moist rainforest and the specialized terrariums in the zoo are perfectly adapted to meet these needs, and their delicate skin is not only vital for respiration, but also for the secretion of their toxins, but not at the zoo, of course. At the Allwetterzoo Muenster you can experience these impressive and at the same time vulnerable creatures up close, and they are a real highlight in the vivarium section of the aquarium. Viewers are often fascinated by their vibrant colors, small size, and unique life cycle. They are tiny, agile, and at the same time so incredibly significant for research and conservation that you simply cannot look away. So spend some time in front of their terrarium and observe how they move among the plants, how they search for tiny insects, and perhaps even hear their calls. It's incredibly relaxing and fascinating at the same time to observe these tiny bursts of color from nature. And every phantasmal poison frog also has its own personality, and it's fun to discover their individual behaviors. Perhaps you'll even spot one of them bravely snatching food or gracefully moving from one leaf to the next. And they are living proof of the incredible diversity and the urgent need for species protection worldwide. And they remind us how important it is to protect these fragile ecosystems. And your visit to the Allwetterzoo Muenster helps ensure that such wonderful and endangered species can be protected and preserved. Every admission, every donation directly supports their efforts to secure these animals and their habitats. And who knows, maybe the phantasmal poison frog will inspire some of you to learn more about rainforest conservation and amphibian protection. And that's it for today on Zootastic from the Allwetterzoo Muenster in Germany, and I hope you enjoyed this little dive into the life of the phantasmal poison frog. Weren't they simply impressive in their coloration and complex biology? I'm always fascinated by their adaptability and their importance for biodiversity. I look forward to welcoming you again next time. See you soon and stay zootastically curious.